Hi there, it's Sherry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you have arrived at my grief journey. I have several videos up, all of them titled My Grief Journey. They start with my grief journey number one and just go on. I would invite you to go back and look at the first one. It really tells a little bit more about my story and things that have helped me, things that haven't, and things like that. I can tell you that my journey started in 2024. My husband passed, and it has been a journey ever since. Every day is a journey. And so I welcome you here, and I'm excuse me. I was getting choked up. Excuse me about that. I've started making these videos as a way of helping me, and if they can help someone else, I'm very happy about that too. So, now to anybody who's been following me for a while, welcome back. And I just wanted to let you know a little bit about what's been going on in my life today, and also what the last couple of days, okay? So I'll start with today. I had a doctor's appointment today, and it was just a routine check, routine visit, and have to go in usually every 6 months and get refills and get labs and things like that. I went today, and the only thing, ever since my husband passed away, I have anxiety. I did not have anxiety before. Now I have anxiety. Actually, it started when he was sick, not before a little bit before he passed. But anyway, now things make me really, I get really, it's just, well, the thing about the doctor, I have been going to the same doctor's office for probably over 30 years. I've been going there a long time. And, definitely doctors have changed and things like that, but I've been going to that office. Well, now that office has changed. It was it was for years. It was Texas Health Resources, part of their, if it was something before that, I don't remember, but it's been them for years, and that's who the hospital is and things. Well, now it's a whole new, they've pulled out, and it's a whole new, I think it's called Palm Physician Group or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so there goes my anxiety. And it's just like, oh, well, and I thought when I went that everything would transfer over, because I was a patient. I thought everything would transfer to the new thing, and it didn't. So I had to, and I hate, and I'm treated like a new patient, and I'm having to fill out all these things, and I'm having to tell them all my medications that I'm on, and all my any surgeries I've had, and the whole thing, the next emergency contact, all this stuff that I thought would just transfer over. In my mind could not comprehend. My mind was like, you have that information, you have everything. Why did it not just be given? I mean, why didn't it transfer? I don't understand. I like easy fixes, and when it was something complicated, it just, but anyway, that's how my day started. And excuse me. Then over the weekend, my stepson came and got excuse me. I might have to get a drink of water. But my stepson came and brought me a mower. It was his brother's mower, and he gave it to me because my riding mower has been down for a while. Well, he also came and got the freezer out of the kitchen that I've been, I'm redoing everything in there, and I've been wanting to get rid of that standalone freezer for a while. Well, he came and got that, which I was very happy about. But on the mower, this is an interesting story too. When my stepson gave it to me, when he called and asked me if I wanted it, he said, all it needs is a battery and you'll be fine. Okay. So I got a battery, and I go out there and I hook up the battery. I start it up and it doesn't start. I'm like, okay, so what could be wrong? Well, I knew it wasn't the battery because it was a brand new, it was a new battery. And it was trying to start. It was, but it just wasn't starting. And I said, okay. So then I looked, and it had about, I don't know, it had about like that much gas in the tank. And I thought, wonder how old that gas is. I called and asked him. I said, when's the last time that you used that mower? And he said, I probably hadn't started that mower in about 2 years. I was like, okay, well, got bad gas. So I went outside. I drained that gas out of it. And yes, I did it myself. It's, that's easy. Draining it was easy. But anyway, I drained it myself. Went to the store, got new gas, put new gas in there, started it, wouldn't start. I'm like, okay. So I texted one of, I have two stepsons, and one of them is very, he's very good about mechanics. And he's not a mechanic, but he's very mechanically inclined, and he knows how to do things. Well, I texted him and I said, okay, this is what I've done. What next? And I said, I feel pretty certain it's because of the gas. It's something's gummed up down in there. So he told me to get some carburetor cleaner and clean and spray that all over and everything, and just, So that's my next step. I went to the store today and picked some up, and I'll go out there and hopefully it'll start. But the funny thing is, even if it does start, I don't need to mow now. I used my push mower yesterday. So I'm in no hurry. But I got frustrated yesterday. And I got frustrated with it. And I had some grass that was getting high in the back. And I used the push mower. And I don't like to use it, but I will. But anyhow, so that was one thing that happened this weekend. Then the other is, as everybody knows, if you've been following me, you know I've been doing a lot of work in my kitchen. Well, I got a wall that I've started painting. I still got half of it to paint. Basically, that freezer that my stepson got, when I move that freezer, I'm going to paint all behind where the wall was there, but I just didn't want to move the freezer to do it. Well, anyhow, now that it's gone, I can paint everything. But the main thing I did, and I had over my kitchen table, I had a chandelier hanging there. And I've hated that thing since day one, to be perfectly honest. And I've had this place 27 years. So I've hated that light for 27 years. And I took that light down. And I had bought me another light. And I installed it myself. And I've had so many people say, I can't believe you did that. Just like everything I've done, YouTube taught me how to do it. But, changing out a light fixture is so simple. We just got, it's just a matter of disconnecting the wires and then rehooking up. You got, I am so sorry. I don't have any water over here. And want to finish this video. Well, anyway, it's not hard. It's not hard. But the point I'm making, the reason I'm bringing this all up about the light that I got, I knew I wanted to get a ceiling light. You know, I didn't want anything hanging down. I wanted something up there at the ceiling. Well, I came across these new lights that are out that are LED ceiling lights. It is completely all LED. There's no light bulbs in it. Will never have to be light bulbs changed. And it's so bright. Oh my gosh. It's actually got 3 different settings on. You can change it to different, you know, but anyway, it's like very, it's only about like that wide. It's there. I'll show it to you in just a minute. But the thing is, and they look more modern. They look so much. They're nice. So I'm going to show it to you, and if if you want the information on them, I can give you, link that information on there. I mean, I got it at Amazon. I just typed in ceiling light fixture or something like that, and it came up. Or just type in LED ceiling light and it'll come up. But it's really neat because you don't change light bulbs, and they're supposed to last for a long time. And we'll see how long it's supposed to last. I mean, I've heard 5 to 10 years. Obviously, it's going to, if you use it a lot, it's going to not last as long. And it just so happens that this is a light that I didn't use that much. I just told you I hated that chandelier. So I didn't turn it on a whole lot. And I don't think I'll turn this on a whole lot either. And I'll turn it on some, but it's so bright. I mean, you turn it on and it's like, whoa! They're very bright. But anyway, I wanted to tell you that's what I did. But pretty much all I've got left in that kitchen. I've got a little bit more painting to do. And I've got a few areas where I need to fix the floor. But that'll just be, and I want new stove and microwave, but that's down the road. I don't have the money for that right now, so. But anyhow, the kitchen's looking really, really, really pretty though. And I'll pause this and try to just show you the light. I don't want to show you the whole kitchen because I've been working in there and it's not, anyway, I'll show you just the light so you'll see what I'm talking about. And yes, the ceiling needs to be painted. My husband was a smoker. There's some yellowing to it. And it will get painted. That's part of my painting process, but it's not yet. But you're going to notice it because the light is white. So I'm going to pause this and then I'll show you that. Just 1 second. Okay, you see that? It's pretty thin. I'll try to get a little bit closer so you can see real close. See? And I would turn it on, but I don't know if you could tell anything. Okay, I'm back over here. I did actually pause the video and turned it on to see what it would look like in the video, and it's just like massive bright. It doesn't show up good in a video, but it's very bright. And if you have an area like a hallway or something that you need more light, that would be perfect. And they have them in all different colors. I got the white, but they have them in all different colors. I mean, they have the black, the gold trim, the like bronze, the brown. I mean, they got several. They got a whole lot of different things. Well, anyway, I just wanted to show you that because I was quite impressed. I kind of liked them. Well, but anyway, I've been having pretty good. I just thought of something else. One moment. Okay, I'm back. And as soon as I sat down, As soon as I sat down, I sat on my cat's tail. So if you heard meow, that's what that was. Anyway, I was going to say I've been having pretty good time of late. I mean, but the one thing that I have started doing, and I'm not, I if I find something that I like that works, I like to pass it on. This is something I've started taking. It's called Age Mate. Okay? That's what it's called, Age Mate. And it's a powder, and it comes with a little tiny scoop in there. But you take that. What this is vitamins. Okay? It's all your vitamins everything you need in a powder. And you mix it. They suggest mixing it in 8 ounces of water. And it's supposed to give you energy. It's supposed to help with sleep. It's supposed to lower your metabolism. The main reason and it is for people over 55. Okay, that's why it's called Age Mate. It's to help us people that are getting old. And well, I wanted it for the energy and for sleeping. I've been having a lot of trouble with sleeping lately. I don't know why. When my husband first died, I was sleeping good. People asked me, "Are you sleeping bad?" I was like, "Nope, I'm I'm sleeping good." I think I was just so physically and emotionally drained. I was just tired. I was wore out. But now it's 18 months later, and I'm starting to have trouble sleeping. I have trouble falling asleep. Then I'm not sleeping very soundly. I wake up 2 and 3 times a night, and I'm just not getting good sleep. Well, when I found this product that is supposed to help with sleep, well, I can tell you it helps with energy. It absolutely helps. And ever since I started taking this, I haven't noticed a significant change as far as the falling asleep. But once I get to sleep, I'm sleeping soundly. I sleep soundly through the night. I'm not waking up. And, sometimes as I lay down in bed, though, it's for me, that's probably my worst time as far as my grief goes, because that's when you're winding down and you're laying there and your brain starts thinking, and you start thinking. And, that a lot of times, in fact, I did it last night, sit there and cry in the bed. And so sometimes the not going to sleep immediately is because I'm crying. It happens. But I do like the fact that I am sleeping better. And I think, and when you start it, because it's only a scoop a day, every day. Well, but the first week they say just do half a scoop until your system gets used to it. So Thursday will be when I start the regular. I'm still at half a scoop. So I'm thinking it might even be, it's going to be better after that. The other thing I wanted to say, I don't like the taste of it. Okay? And they have a website. They have a Facebook group. And I mentioned not liking the taste. And boy, so many people commented, "I love the taste. I think it tastes good. I just, so everybody's different. Everybody's got different, you may, if you try it, you might like the taste. You might hate the taste. The thing is, it doesn't matter, even if you don't like the taste. You can put this in whatever you want. They suggest putting it in water. Well, you can put it in juice. You can put it anything you want. And what I have done, somebody suggested it on the Facebook group, that she said, put it in, you can put it in smoothies. A lot of people put it in their smoothies, and which I would probably like, but I just don't take the time to make the smoothies. So I put it in chocolate milk. I get me 8 ounces of milk, put a little bit of the chocolate powder in, not syrup, but the chocolate powder. That I think it's Nestle Quick, and then put this in it, and then I don't taste this at all, but I'm still getting the benefit of it. So even if you don't like the taste of it, there's ways that you can have it without, Anyway, if you're interested in that, just look it up. It's called Age Mate. Just go to agemate.com and you'll find out everything that's in it and everything. But so far, I like it. It's giving me energy. It's giving me a lot of energy. And so this video is way longer than I wanted. I hate making them this long, but I just go to rattling on. So I do want to say my things that I always say, and I'm wearing my one shirt. I wear this a lot. I like this shirt. It's okay to not be okay. And I just mentioned that I sometimes cry in the bed, but it's okay. It is okay to not be okay. If you're somebody who's grieving, you've gone through a trauma, it is okay. And my other thing I always like to say is grief is a journey. Grief is a journey that never ends. It changes along the way, but it never ends. And we just learn to live with it as we go. And the love never dies. So try to think of something positive about today that you've either done or you're going to do. Think of at least one positive for today. And count your blessings. Count your blessings. It's so easy to just dwell on what we've lost. But try to count your blessings and look at everything that you have. So with that being said, I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you in about 3 days. Bye-bye.